Russian troops roll into the Donbass in the middle of the night. The Kremlin has launched what it calls a peacekeeping operation in this region of southeastern Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin has said he sees the region as historically part of Russia. Now he's taking steps to reassert control there.
I consider it necessary to make a long overdue decision to immediately recognize the independence and sovereignty of the Donetsk People's Republic and the Luhansk People's Republic. We demand from those who captured and hold the power in Kiev to immediately end the combat activities. Otherwise, all responsibility for the possible continuation of the bloodshed will be entirely on the conscience of the regime ruling the territory of Ukraine.
Moscow-backed separatists have battled the Ukrainian military in both breakaway republics since 2014. Putin says there's been a genocide against Russians there, but the Western military alliance, NATO, says that's likely misinformation and not a pretext for war. In a national address in the middle of the night, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky said his country is ready for whatever may come.
There is absolutely no reason for chaotic actions. We will do everything to keep it this way from now on. We are sticking with the peaceful and diplomatic way forward. We are on our land. We are not afraid of anything or anyone.
But as Zelensky tried to project strength, the U.S. moved all of its diplomatic personnel out of Ukraine and into neighboring Poland, which is NATO territory. U.S. President Joe Biden signed an executive order banning any new business transactions by U.S.-based persons in Donetsk and Luhansk. But the move falls far short of what Washington has promised would be a wide-ranging and severe package of sanctions on Russia should it invade Ukraine. A senior Biden administration official was unable to clarify exactly which geographical line Russia would have to cross to trigger those sanctions. The U.S. position is that Russia has already been occupying the Donbass for 8 years.
So far, Putin has been, pretty slippery. Hasn't sent tanks over the border, which is what we said was the trigger. But I think that if the package isn't implemented, I don't see how the administration politically can get away with not imposing some kind of costs.
Officials here say further measures against Russia will be announced on Tuesday as Secretary of State Antony Blinken hosts his Ukrainian counterpart Dmytro Kuleba. Kuleba says his priority is to push for immediate and punishing sanctions on Russia to deter it from moving any further into Ukraine. But Washington is setting its own pace. And for now, Blinken still intends to meet face-to-face with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov later this week in Europe. Yasmine El-Sabawi, TRT World, Washington.